Welcome to episode 2 of the Nate Hate Show. You're here with your disgusting host, Nathan Holland with a black eye, and my fellow co-worker slash co-conspirator slash
dumb faggot
slash terrorist organization leader, Jacob Boozy. And we have actual topics for you guys today, so it's not just going to be us shooting the shit. First one we got to jump into is that stupid whore Selena Powell got arrested. Round of applause. You know what? You have a button for that. This is how we feel. Fuck Selena Powell. She's a whore.
One for the justice system.
Yeah. Apparently she was a part of like a theft ring and wherever the fuck she was living. And she wasn't even like one of the cool people that was like stealing or anything. She was like just a getaway driver. And
apparently a shitty one.
Yeah. And no, well, yeah, I guess they did get caught. And
imagine having a woman getaway driver. That's like a fucking actual joke in itself.
Yeah. And fucking, I guess she can fucking drive herself to our parole office and just take her drug test and fucking not drink or whatever the hell she had to do. So she's in jail now. And what was Jimbo calling her the other day? Like a fucking carpet something? Or what was it? Basically saying she's going to get raped a lot in prison because her ass, she has a mouth on her. And I imagine she's not going to be able to fucking hold that back.
Dude, the first time I literally ever saw the chick was that mugshot you sent me. And then after watching like 2 videos of her talking to Adam 22 last night, I know all I need to know to be happy that she's squared away in jail. That shit was fucking disgusting.
Dude, okay, so the video we're talking about, there's 2 of them. The main one was with Selena Powell and Eliza, whatever the fuck her last name is.
Some other. What?
Yeah, the Greek freak she goes by. I guess she calls it. That's actually a good name because she took on 7 of the sons and fucking came out the winner.
Facts.
Swallowed the seed and whatnot. But fucking, they're all terrible people, honestly. And I hope that maybe Eliza gets arrested too. Maybe not. But it would be a lot funnier if she did.
I've just never seen anybody talk so casually about swallowing piss. That was like really where I got bothered deeply.
She was like, yeah, you can come. She was like, subscribe to my OnlyFans, $5. You can watch me drink piss. And he was like, we can watch you drink piss on your OnlyFans. He was just like, well, I guess that's fucking what's going on now. Just the OnlyFans piss swallow fucking compilation of Selena Powell.
Dude, yeah, what a time to be alive.
Speaking of the NBA, we got the NBA playoffs going on. And who do you got? Warriors or Celtics?
The Warriors, just because I hate any Boston sports team.
Honestly, I want to say Warriors too, but they got too many light skins. I can't deal with the half-breed momentum.
Half-breed momentum. I mean, it's worked for him thus far.
Yeah, but fucking, it looks like Jason Tatum and gang is actually doing well. Like, they got Marcus Smart scoring buckets.
Dude, yeah, he had like 27 the other night, didn't he?
Yeah, and
that
like,
man's broke as fuck.
I know, and he has green hair. He's so
Does
ugly.
He really?
Yes. He dyed his shit green. I hope that I'm wrong, but fucking
motherfucker thinks he's a leprechaun or something.
Dude, just stick to playing defense and fucking flopping, dude. No one needs to see you scoring buckets.
Literally.
And I bet they're the most ugly nigga buckets you could imagine. Just fucking hard layups that like roll off the rim and just barely go in.
Yeah, pretty much.
The fucking wide open mid range.
I remember like literally when Marcus Smart first became a good role player and was actually relevant maybe 6 years ago and was shooting like a solid 27% from 3 as a shooting guard. That man went like viral for a video of him shooting threes backwards in warm up. And all I could think, like, there's no way this man is wetting threes backwards and can't hit him fucking forwards.
Dude, that's like the fucking Steph Curry warm ups. Yeah. This shit is insane though. He starts out with like an insane floater that goes up like way too fucking high. Then he
smacking the rafters.
Yeah, and then he goes back to like the free throw line and then he just goes back a little bit more and then he's at the fucking logo practicing. I would be so fucking annoyed as the other team seeing this nigga taking shots from our logo as his warm up. Like, nigga, who the fuck do you think you are? And then they actually play the game and he hits that shit on him like 3 times and they're just completely straight faced. Yeah. I don't think they played again since I'm very out of sports. Like, I used to be more into it, but
Me
like
too.
I think the Celtics are up like 2-1 and they got another game in Boston.
Yeah.
Klay Thompson was complaining. He's like, he's like, I've been in front of a lot of mean crowds, but this one was crazy. They were chanting the F-bomb in front of children. And then I saw Greg Offit made a post, or like he posted something on a story that I was like, it was quoting Klay Thompson, and it was like, son, that chant was probably started by a 9-year-old smoking a Newport and drinking a Guinness.
Dude, yeah.
And I was like, yeah, actual fucking Boston lore.
Average Bostonian middle schooler.
Only difference would have been it would maybe be a Sam Adams.
God, yeah.
A Pawtucket Patriot.
A Baston Laga.
Ugh. Jesus Christ, I can't read my own fucking handwriting.
Black person moment.
Yeah. The NFL golf shit. That shit is kind of fucking crazy.
What is that?
It was the shit with Tom Brady and Aaron Rodgers versus Patrick Mahomes and Josh Allen last week.
That sounds funny as fuck.
Dude, Tom Brady was talking so much shit. Like, and actually saying things that were, like, hurtful.
Oh, yeah, you told me about that shit.
Yeah, it was like, Devontae left you. Like, he said, the first thing he said was a shot at his teammate. He's like, Devontae left you, Tyreek left you, Patrick, and don't worry, Josh, someone's going to leave you soon. Referring to Stephon Diggs, and it's like, Jesus, what if he was talking about his wife?
Yeah.
And Tom was just banging whoever his young wife was.
Tom Brady's just laying it on all 31 other quarterbacks' wives in the league.
And also their sons.
Yeah.
Dude, that bothers me so deeply that he kisses his son on the mouth. I mean, I guess it shouldn't bother me because it's none of my business, but like...
It's gay as fuck and disgusting.
Yeah, and it's not... It doesn't seem like his son is just like, oh, I love my dad, I'm gonna kiss him on the mouth.
Oh.
It's like, Tom's like...
That's a peck, get back here.
Yeah, exactly. Whenever he's on the massage table, dude, he's like, I want my full kiss.
Yeah,
and then
he gotta lock lips with Jit.
He goes to give him like a small peck and try and just get away easily, and Tom literally like grabs his head and fucking pulls it in.
Yeah, he's like, what flavored gum are you chewing?
Oh my god. Fucking, in other news, French people finally decided to make themselves a little bit based in one facet, I guess. Unless the dude wasn't French, then French people suck even more for arresting him. But there's a guy that, try and comprehend this with me. I'll tell you the plan, and I'll tell you how he went about it. And you tell me if it makes sense. It's hot as fuck. Do you want to open that window real quick?
Sure.
I hope we get outside audio.
Oh, yeah.
So...
Did you open up that window?
The plan was to, for some reason, throw a cake on the Mona Lisa. That was his plan that he was going to do. And I guess... I've been told that there's like a glass covering over the Mona Lisa anyways. Yeah. And that the thing inside of it is a replica and it's not the real deal. But he was doing it for like environmental shit. And I don't really... That doesn't make a lot of sense to me why you throw a cake at the Mona Lisa because you want to save the Earth. But I mean, he did it. But the way he went about it...
obscure as possible.
Yeah. He kind of did a Mrs. Doubtfire like thing. He dressed up like an old lady and fucking got in a wheelchair and I guess hid the cake like under him. And I'm just imagining how much funnier it would have been if he had brought this plan to me, because I would have went through with it 100%. But it would have been like, oh, we're getting close, and I would have dumped him out, and he would have been his wig would have fell off, and the cake would have been all over him.
Just launch his ass at it.
He would have been like that Mr. Krabs disoriented meme, like fucking.
God, yeah.
And he would have had cake all over him. But I don't know, like maybe there's a couple better ways to do some environmentalist shit, like. I don't know, like kill yourself because you're a stinky French person and you're destroying the ozone with your musk.
Yeah, pretty much.
That's okay. So I guess I got to give French people a little bit of credit. I'm assuming that he's French. If he's not, again, that's a negative on French people for arresting him because that's fucking hilarious. In my opinion, I should say. Fucking... The cops, it seemed like they were kind of struggling with the dude, too. Like, even though he was fucking dressed like an old lady.
Man in a dress in a wheelchair, and the cops can't even fucking arrest his ass.
Yeah, like, they're fucking actually struggling with him, and he's, like, fighting back, and, like, you know the environmentalists. They're never, like, jack dudes. They're just fucking...
Wallflower, little weak-wristed guys that
Can I say the word twinks on YouTube?
I think so.
I mean, last time we started the episode out with trans sports in the first 5 minutes, and, like... 20 people messaged me immediately and were like, oh, are you trying to get banned off YouTube?
Yeah.
I'm like, well, kind of.
I've already said faggot like 5 times. So.
Yeah, and I mean, I've said nigger. And Snapchat for the first time ever took something off my story.
That can happen?
I didn't know it could, but they took it off my story and then like sent me a thing on my email, and I was like, this has to be fake.
What the fuck?
I signed into my Snapchat and it was like, no, you need to never do that again because you're in timeout. And I was like,
What the fuck?
So
Snapchat put motherfuckers in timeout now.
Yeah.
Thanks, mommy.
You know that picture I took where I put the arrow on you?
Yeah.
I don't know if you had read the caption, but the caption was something like, had to get a nigger to throw the pie in my face because homeless people wouldn't accept the $50. Shows how poor they are, both in money and money management. Fucking the cop thing though, with those niggas struggling, you gotta have big cops because like. Not just big cops. You can't have a woman cop, for one, because it's completely up to my discretion if I'm going to let her do her job.
Dude, yeah, like that Andrew Tate shit we were watching last night, where they literally used, like, 2 female cops, and I think he was in Dubai or some shit, which is hilarious that they have female cops in Dubai, to be honest. But he was just like, what are they going to fucking do about it? They actually were calling a man cop.
Yeah, and it's like... If a cop is arresting me, I'm probably not going to do this, but if a cop is like arresting me, a woman cop, and I like my odds, I'm going to kick her in the ovaries and take the fuck off. Because one, if we get in a fist fight, like, well, actually one, I'm going to run first, actually, and she's not catching me. She's not.
Yeah.
Fucking, I don't care if she's an Olympic athlete. She's not catching me. And now I know
she's probably not even going to try.
Yeah, she'll be like, I'm going to call it back up. And I know someone's going to be like, oh, this is the time for women's, the fastest woman alive. I bet you can't run that. And it's like, yeah, but I also bet she wouldn't be the fastest woman alive.
Yeah, fact. She wouldn't be a fucking cop in Reno if she was.
Yeah, exactly.
There's a lot of pussy-ass, like, male cops, too, though.
Yeah.
Like that story I was telling you about my uncle who was a cop in, like, the shittiest county in Florida for... at least 30 years, and he has this legendary story of 4 rookie cops, all dudes, were trying to arrest this guy who was like a repeat offender all the time doing dumb shit. He was like a big, like 6'5" fucking black dude, and he'd locked himself in his room of his house because they were like in there with a warrant. And they call up my uncle and they're like, can you come help us make this arrest? We can't. And he's like, what are you talking about? There's 4 of you. Like, go in his room, kick his ass, and put handcuffs on him. And they're like, he's holding the door shut. We can't get in. He was like, all right. He shows up. He was like, why can't you guys fucking get him out of here? And they're all just kind of standing around.
Kicking rocks.
Yeah, kicking rocks because they don't want to get a fucking boo-boo, even though they're a cop. And he's like, all right, watch this. It's like, sir, I'm going to need you to come out of the room. You're under arrest. Please cooperate with us. And he's like, no, fuck you guys. He's like, I can't hear you. Can you come closer to the door?
And then what happens next?
Comes up, hears his voice right behind the door, takes a couple steps back, kicks the fucking door open straight into the guy's face. His nose explodes with blood, and he just folds onto the floor screaming. And he's just like, oh, my nose. He was like, your suspect is subdued now. Put cuffs on him. Thanks for wasting my time.
Fucking idiots. Yeah. Dude, like you're saying, there's men and women cops that are pussies, but I'm way less prone to assume that a pussy-looking dude is a pussy.
Yeah. Definitely.
Like, he might know jujitsu, or like he might do anything. I don't fucking know. He might actually have dumb hands. But like, I'm just not worried about a woman. It definitely could be my sexism showing, and I acknowledge that I'm the sexist and a racist. Like, but fucking, I like my odds. I don't remember if we talked about this on the last podcast, but like, I like my odds against a woman with a machete if I just have like a piece of armor on my left arm, like that's
or not even.
Yeah, just sidestep her. Fucking
just leave, stupid.
Nah, see how I would go about it is I'm putting my arm up. She's attacking it. It's gonna get stuck in there, and I'll just pull it back. And I'm like, well, now you're not. Now you're fucked.
Yeah, just kick her in the chest.
You give her a Sparta kick. Fucking. And speaking of women and cops, a woman had to get arrested for some insane shit. Let me just say right now, if this ever fucking happened to me, the woman would end up in the exact same place as what she did. She was like dating this dude, and I guess they had problems or something. She took his fucking mother's ashes and dumped him in a lake.
Sounds like she needs to get dumped in a lake.
Dude, oh my God. And there was a video of it, and I was like, I don't know who recorded that. It must have been her friend or something. But I was like, arrest them both, because if I was that dude, they're both dying. Like, fuck you. Like, I mean, it's not that me and my mom are like the fucking have the best mother-son relationship or anything, but I don't give a fuck.
That's actual insane person shit. To like fucking, oh, here's your fucking loved one's remains. Yeet. Right into the fucking lake.
It was like Lake Lanier or something in Texas, and she's going to be in the same fucking situation as Selena Powell if they find out what the fuck she's in there for.
There's got to be a charge for that, right? Like desecration of a fucking dead body or some shit.
She did get arrested. I don't know what they arrested her for, but I mean, there has to be something.
Yeah.
Fucking dumb bitch. I was getting
Dumb bitch in the first degree.
Yeah. And then fucking all of them are arrested.
Yeah.
I was having this argument with this dumb bitch earlier. That was a shocker. She was blonde. Fucking, she was talking about, or I had posted a thing on my story last night of what I'd said to this girl. Yeah. I literally didn't put any effort into it. I was just like, most people that are watching this probably watch my fucking stories. But like, I was just like, hey, I honestly would lie and sit here and have conversations with you to try and be a friend, and then maybe after a few days invite you over to hang out and then try and fuck. But you had a good meme on your Tinder fucking profile, so I'm gonna just be honest.
SpongeBob.
Yeah, I was like, do you want to fuck and just occasionally send each other memes? And she didn't say anything, and I was like, whatever. It's a game of numbers. Like, I'm willing to take an L. The bitch fucking texts me at like 11:58 talking about, I'm not gonna lie, that was very off-putting, and some other bullshit. And it's like,
you replied though.
Not just you replied, you're replying
at cocksucking hours.
I was gonna say, it's cocksucking hours, bitch. You don't need to be typing anything. You need to be using your hands to fucking give me the double fisted
twisty.
Yeah, exactly. And then she was like, I was like, okay, well. She said, has that ever worked for you? And I was like, yeah, like 1 to 10 bitches. I was like, it's a game of numbers. Just like, okay, well, I'm still not putting effort into this bitch.
Yeah.
And she's like, oh, well, that sounds insane. And then the next thing she says is, but if you send me a good meme, I'll let you hit. That's why women are fucking dumb. But that was on my story. Yes. And this Alexa girl, well, I already said her name. It's Alexa Tesh. She swipes up and she's like, oh, Nathan. And like, we get in a conversation and I was like, yeah, I'm not exerting any more fucking energy on your stupid gender. And she was like, well, I'm not exerting any energy on your stupid gender, because that's how women are. They don't actually have thoughts. They just fucking
repeat what you say to try and make you mad.
Exactly. And I was like, one, you don't have to put energy into it because you're a woman. You're going to get fucked just on the basis of you have a vagina.
Yep.
Two, you don't see a lot of women astrophysicists. You do see a lot of dudes, though. And then she's like, oh, well, I forgot exactly what she said, but it was something along the lines of, well, I'm talking more about mental energy, and I don't want to fuck dudes anyways. And I was like, well, I know you're not gay, fucking. And two, I was like, you don't need to put any mental energy into it. You could literally be a brainless, well, imagine if women were brainless and just walked into a club and stood there. You would still have a very good possibility of someone trying to give you dick just on the basis of you being there and not saying a fucking word.
Like, if you're over a 5 and you walk into a bar, every dude's...
If you're a 5, that's even better, because then dudes think they have a chance. That's why.
Fuck yeah.
That's why fat bitches get so much dick over like skinny bitches, because skinny bitches will fucking hold themselves to a standard, and like not just that, fucking dudes will kind of look at them and they'll be like, oh, I don't know if I could go for it. Fat bitches, no one gives a fuck. They're coming at it full balls deep.
Full girth.
Yeah. Like the type of fucking honesty that I had with that bitch, that's the honesty that people come at fat bitches with all the time. Like, listen, bitch, let me go lay you down on my bed, spit in your face, and come on you. And they're like, okay, I don't mind getting toaster strudeled.
Yeah.
Like, I got nothing.
Shout out fat bitches for real.
Exactly. And they also suck dick the best.
Yeah.
It's like they're trying to clean the chicken
hungry.
off a bone.
Yeah.
with no bites.
It's like a 400-pound black man eating flats in an eating contest.
Yes. Fucking okay, but the Alexa shit. She was like, "I'm talking about mental energy," and I was like,
"Bitch, you don't got none."
I was like, "Yeah." I was like, "You still?" I was like, "If you are using mental energy, I'm sorry that we're sweating. By the way, guys, it's fucking hot as shit in here because I didn't turn off the PC,
and I'm just a sweaty piece of shit as it is."
Yeah, me. Well, I'm not as sweaty as you, but I am still fucking feeling sweaty.
I got the Italian fucking grease.
Don't put yourself with the Italians. You're the little island niggers of the Italy. But fucking, I was like, any mental energy that a woman is using is just a waste, honestly. And it's like, you're doing it.
What are you doing
yeah,
with that mental energy? What are you accomplishing? Not saying anything smart or crafty or slick.
And giving us a headache.
Yeah.
And it's like, we don't want to hear your fucking mouth. Like, this makes it sound like I hate women, and I do. But like, fucking, it's so annoying that they're like, women want to go and like pretend that they have this individual personality, and it's like, no, you're all the fucking same, like to us at least. And like, they'll get mad because like dudes are trying to fuck them and stuff, but it's like, Men are not trying to be your fucking friend at all.
Bitch, your hobby is makeup.
Yeah, your hobby is just lying about your looks because you know that that's what dudes like. And I mean, I'm just not going to be a friend with a chick over being a friend with a nigga because dudes have more interesting shit to talk about.
Yeah.
And they just have cool interests as opposed to fucking bitches. But I mean, it's two different things. That's why you are friends with dudes, but you fuck chicks. They're fucking different. You got the body parts to go better with women. Yeah. Unless you're... but
those gays.
Yeah, unless you're a faggot. But it's just weird.
I can sum up the advice to her right now. You don't want to use the mental energy. You don't want to waste the mental energy on men. Well, then start fucking.
Yeah, exactly. Shut the fuck up and just be there. Like, I mean, I guess that's not completely fair.
Yeah,
I'll give him that. Like, you can have
we're
your
never fair here, but
yeah, no, we're not. We're just honest. Like, you can go use your fucking personality. I use quotes because it's not a personality. It's just whatever the fuck you think a personality is. You go use that with your stupid chick friends because they're gonna fall for it. And for the dudes, just shut up, smile, and don't be annoying. And I don't think they understand like how much that's actually gonna like raise their value to dudes. Cause like I made a list the other day of like shit that's important to me, and like 3 of the things on the list are just like they're pertaining to like just not being annoying and not talking too much.
Yeah.
And it's like I don't want you to just shut up, but if you don't have something to say, you don't
feel
have to
like
say
you have
it.
to say some bullshit just to like be the center of attention or some shit.
Exactly. And I was watching fucking Girl Code and Guy Code. That's like a comedian thing, and I guess they're the same thing or something. But like on YouTube, it just threw them together. And like, there was one thing where like this girl even came on, and she was like, "Yeah, it's so funny how like whenever girls go out to the club and have girls' night and they get drunk, it just quickly like melts down into whoever's not getting attention fucking starts throwing a fucking fit, so they start getting more attention." And I was like, is that actually how women think?
That sounds terrible.
Yeah, it's like, dude, if I'm not getting attention as a nigga, well, I mean, honestly, that's fine by me because like I don't.
That's just every day as a man. So.
Yeah, and like I hate getting attention on me. Like, I mean, unless I'm the one that's purposely getting it on me by like starting a podcast or something, I don't know. Yeah. But like fucking, whenever I'm walking down the halls at work, I'll be nervous that someone's looking at me, and I'll start fucking walking in manual mode, and I'm just like left foot, right foot, left foot, right foot, and I'm like, oh my god,
I gotta remember how to breathe.
Exactly, and then fucking all of a sudden I think blinking, and I'm like, god damn it, now I'm blinking on manual.
Your entire body shuts down,
and like I just sometimes will like literally stop and just like put my hand on the wall and just like fucking ground myself because I'm a cyborg, and just like
exactly
go back into auto mode, calm the fuck down, and bring it back to like automatic mode.
Yeah, unplug and plug back in again.
Yeah, but bitches just want attention on them, but they don't do anything that's worth getting attention on them. So then they just like misbehave,
throw up on their chest,
throw up on themselves like animals.
Yeah,
this like every episode's gonna turn into some form of woman hate because that's just it's what it is. And if you don't, this is a man show because you look on TV and all it is just women shit. It's like Look, we know women's opinions because they fucking spout them off at us as much as we don't want to hear them.
Yeah.
But dudes aren't allowed to give their honest opinions. And the thing is we might be wrong. Like, someone might be like, oh, well, I have a personality. And it's like, cool.
Yeah, I don't think I'm a fucking super genius that's met every woman and evaluated all their personalities, but...
Generally, from what I've met, they don't have interesting personalities at all. It's just like fucking stupid bullshit that they've fucking seen other girls doing.
Eat hot chip, charge phone, and lie.
Mexican bitches.
It's pretty much all of them now, but...
Yeah. I guess we could get out of the woman hate a little bit. A little bit, I say. And what do you think about the death penalty?
Comedy gold.
No, but like seriously though, how are you feeling about it? Like, as far as like, if you, not just like a black and white, should we have it or should we not, but like, how do you feel about it as far as like how far it should go? Who should be able to who should be able to be executed? Who's like, what do you think?
I think definitely the way we have it implemented is weird as fuck, considering like we give people death sentences and then they still sit in a jail cell on death row for like 40 years. And that part of it is definitely strange, but it's weird. Like, it's just weird is the only way that I can put it, because, like, the fact that it's state by state makes it kind of convoluted, I feel like. And I don't know. Well, I think it's kind of dumb, but at the same time, like, I feel like I could make the argument for, like, executing everybody that gets a serious crime just so we don't waste tax dollars on our prison state that we have going on. But also, I don't know if we really need to be executing people. Or we could just, like people who just, like, rape fucking daughters and shit, just, like, let all the dads beat his skull in or something.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, with a serial killer, I don't have an issue with, like, killing people that are guilty of it. Like, if you're a serial killer or, like, a serial rapist, if it's, like, proven. But my scariest thing is just, like, there's so many people that are innocent that get on death row.
We've killed a lot of people that are innocent.
And it's, like...
It's, like, not a good ratio.
At all. And I just don't know what, like, percentage of innocent people I'm willing to let get killed by the death penalty. Yeah. Because, like, the thing is our justice system is not fucking
dog
perfect.
Shit. It's not just not perfect. It's dog shit.
Yes. And so fucking... If we're going to have mistakes... If you get someone life and that's a mistake, it's fucked up. It sucks. But it's reversible. You can not reversible as far as you can, like, actually let them out.
But the person still has something.
Yeah, you can let them out.
They're not a fucking corpse.
And they're going to sue your ass, and you're going to have to pay them as the fucking prison. But, like, once you get into the death penalty, it's, like, an irreversible thing, and you might kill an innocent person and then not be able to do anything for that. And it's like, yeah. Well, how much better are we than fucking anybody else if we, like... Now, the executioner has a fucking body on him. But then it's like, who is that even on, though? Because it's not like the executioner was, like, the dude that did it.
It's, like, stretched out across all these different people, and it's like, where are we going to point the finger? And how are we going to fix that?
I think it should go at the district attorney, because district
attorneys don't get any of the heat that they deserve.
No, and they're literally, like, the worst people, because, like, they just make the fucking law a game.
Because their career's, like, incentivized to just... slam people.
Exactly.
Honestly.
Like Kamala Harris. That's why she was going after fucking moms that had like single mothers that had truant children because, oh, well, that's an easy one. Your kid's not going to school, so we can't arrest you for it. And it's like, we're going to win that case. And she was going after weed smokers because we did drug test you and you did have weed in your system. So we are going to fucking lock you up. And it's like, you're incentivized to like not actually go for the truth. Like, it's like, I'm going to prove I'm right, because they brag about, like, oh, like, Kamala Harris specifically, she'd just be like, whenever they'd ask her, hey, why were you going after all these single mothers whenever they're doing, their kids were just misbehaving? She's like, I stand by my record. And she did have a good record, because she is locking up more people than we're getting free on her watch. But that's not a fucking good record. It's like,
if everyone's innocent and they're all rotting in jail, good on you, babe.
Yeah, I stand by my record. I fucking hate Kamala Harris. Like,
that's like an admission that she knows that she's a fucking piece of shit, but she doesn't care, because you have literally nothing to gain from actual justice as a DA.
She's actually incapable of being genuine. Yeah. There was a video of her in an interview, and the dude was like, you haven't been to, or she was like, I forgot what it was. It was like, they were talking about the border, and the dude was like, you haven't been to the border, right? And she's like, I have been. And he said, no, you haven't. And she said, well, I haven't been to Europe. And it was like,
what?
That was her response. And it was like,
the guy's like,
what? We don't have to go places.
Yeah.
Like, come on.
Then
that's a little silly.
Say yes?
And it was like, but you just said you went to the border a second ago. And it didn't fucking matter, because she could just ignore it and not say anything about it. I can't stand her, honestly. Fucking, there's some faggot Republicans that are now like, oh, let's impeach Joe Biden. And it's like,
yeah, that'll do a whole ton of good.
We saw how fucking perfectly it went for the Democrats. But even if, like, somehow they get it through and we get rid of Joe Biden, now we don't have a corpse. We have an actual bad person in office. Yeah. It's like, with the Democrats, you were going to get rid of Trump and have Mike Pence. And, like, Trump might have been a dickhead, but Mike Pence
was a retard.
Mike Pence was a retard, and he actually fucking, like, was a strong Christian nigga that... Strong. I mean, like, strong in his beliefs and, like, the Christian faith and shit.
He
and,
don't
like,
lift for real.
No. Nigga wasn't on the trend like me. But fucking... He was fucking... He, like, wanted to ban gay marriage and, like, make electroshock therapy legal and shit. And it's like...
Dude, I'll never forget that chick in my fucking language arts class in 8th grade running out, screaming, crying the day Trump got elected, because she was like, Mike Pence is gonna electrocute the gay out of me. I was like, shut the fuck up. Get a fucking grip.
I wish that electroshock therapy worked. Milo Yiannopoulos, he's a gay dude that's like says that being gay is 100% a choice. And
Most based homo.
Yeah, I don't fucking know if that's true or not. But he said that it definitely was a choice and that he just did it to rebel against his parents. And I mean, the gay people I know, that's very much sounds like it rings true with them. Of just, hey, my dad won't like this, so I'm gonna go and suck cock. And fucking, except for one person that's not gonna be named. Oh man. Oh man. That one's tough. But fucking, we gotta move on from that. Or I'm gonna slip up and say a name. Oh my god. Bruh.
Past homo lore.
Yeah. What type of porn do you watch, bruh?
I guess pretty basic shit. I guess,
Like, whenever you go into Pornhub, or I don't know if you're like a faggot and use like RedTube or something, but like, what do you do? Like, do you look at like the homepage and scroll through? Do you like go to the categories?
Sometimes I'll hit the homepage. That's usually if I'm just like, bored, everything's rusty. I pretty much only watch POV videos for sure, just because like the sight of a man is so fucking appalling, to be honest. Like, I know for a fact that I'm not gay just because I get like physically fucking angry when I see like any part of the dude but his cock.
Dude, it pisses me off when the dudes don't understand. We're not watching the porn for you. Shut the fuck up.
Yeah, man's got like a 4-page script while he's busting a nut.
He's, oh, baby, your pussy feels so good. It's like, nigga, shut up.
Screaming in the mic.
Exactly. It's like, I don't want to hear your ass at all. Like,
yeah.
If anything, mute him. I don't know if it's possible. Take his fucking audio and take it out.
Yeah.
Me personally, I like to go to the homepage and like scroll through and then be like, huh, no black dudes fucking white chicks. Guess I gotta go to the fucking categories, go to the interracial, and it's all just like fucking videos that were shot on a fucking potato or something. And I'm like, I clicked HD. I wanted to see something that's not fucking homemade. And then it's just dog shit videos all through. And then I'm like, well, I guess I gotta do black.com and fucking
shell out the fucking shekels for that premium pornography.
No, I used to actually. I paid for the actual like black.com website, and like I was paying for that one and Black Draw, and it was like fucking $50 a month because I'm a scumbag. And like after a while I was like, I'm not jacking off for an hour. I can just use the 12-minute video and it's gonna do the trick. But like I love watching bitches get hit from the back. And like I don't like how fucking most videos like they have it.
Don't have any of that.
They don't have a little bit of it, but it's like fucking a minute or so. And then they always get this insane angle where it's like the dude from like fucking
like under his legs.
Yeah, and it's like no one
Who wants to see that?
Who was that for?
Yeah. Oh, I love this man asshole in the foreground of this bitch's fucking cheeks getting clapped.
And oh my god, whenever I'm like this close to nutting and then it switches to that angle and I have to fucking like quickly skip away or something and I fucking nut and I'm not even watching anything, I'm like, what was that for?
Yeah. You gotta give yourself 10 lashings for nutting to a dude's asshole.
Exactly. That shit is really bothersome. But I'll go to the black.com or the Black Draw on fucking Pornhub, and I'll rock with that most of the time. Sometimes I'll fucking venture out and like, there's this bitch that signed a no jumper, Sky Bree, and I guess you're supposed to pay for her porn, but it's all over the internet for free. Well, I don't know if that's legal to say, but
Don't come for us. We didn't post it.
Yeah, I mean, Sky Bree, if you want to come for me, I'll let you arrest me. Fucking, me and Jake actually had a debate about something that we disagreed about. We usually agree on shit, but would you eat an ass?
I can't.
Why not?
Shit stinky, bro.
Bro, I feel like I'm just willing to eat an ass just because, I don't know, just be on the freak shit. Like, I'm not gonna necessarily like it, but I'll be more into like seeing the girl's reaction to it. And like, most chicks haven't had a tongue up their ass. And when they when they get one, it usually comes as a shock to them. And I like that shit personally. Not that I go around
Shocking a bitch.
Yeah, not that I go around sticking my tongue in just places that I shouldn't be all the time. But like I do sometimes. Like I'm almost more willing to eat an ass than a pussy, to be honest.
That's wild. I mean, I've definitely ventured close to the asshole eating my ex-girlfriend's pussy, but that was only a couple escapades and definitely didn't quantify as eating ass, and that was about as much as I could do.
The thing is like a girl's asshole is like way closer than like a dude's asshole to like his. Well, like to her pussy, the asshole is closer. Like if a bitch wanted to eat my ass, she would have to like take the cock, like lay it across her head,
Wear it as a hat,
and then use the balls as like a fucking one of those things that you put over your nose to like to block the fucking sun from getting in your eyes as a football player.
Nice.
And fucking no, it would be like the sleep goggles that you put on would be the nutsack, and then you have to like she's got to tongue around and like find it, and it's like she's got to be shooting deep because like it's
Bro,
farther.
there's no way a bitch could eat my ass, honestly, because I've got like a Kevlar vest of ass hairs that are like interlaced. Like sometimes I'd be shitting and that stuff. It's like gotta push through.
Like you're trying to run through a thatch roof.
Exactly.
And fucking, but with the dude, or I mean with the chick's asshole, it's like fucking, that shit is like right there. Like you could almost like, if you put your fingers in both, like you can almost like feel it touching. It's like a piece of like parchment paper that's just in between. And like, it's so close that like bitches have to wipe different than us. Like,
Yeah.
They apparently have to go, they can't go like back to front.
You're also gonna smear shit in their fucking pussy.
Shit,
That's
pussy.
foul.
Like,
That is truly foul.
that's why men are better, because I wipe every which way, fucking up, down. Like,
I
honestly,
wipe how I want.
yeah, I'm like a fucking wet dog, and I'm just taking the
Oh my
fucking toilet
God.
paper, just shaking around. I have no regard to that, but fucking women have to worry about that shit in periods and pregnancy. They have to worry about a lot more shit than we do. If you could bring one person back to life, who would it be, and why would it be Hitler?
I was actually gonna say Hitler just so I could suck him off and see if he's really gay.
Oh my God. Fucking.
Dress up as Charlie Chaplin. You wouldn't be able to resist.
I think I'd bring back Caesar. No, I think I'd bring back Jesus, just so people could see that it was like some nuts dude that was in fucking desert cloth that clearly wasn't the son of God.
Yeah, just start interviewing. He's like, "What are you talking about, God, man? I'm just here for the party."
The
He's
dude's
wearing
like,
like shutter shades.
dude, I personally, like with the whole Jesus shit, I'm gonna take the word of the religious people that were actually around then. And like, I know that everyone uses the example, well actually not everyone, because most people haven't read the fucking Bible that are Christians or know anything about it.
Yeah.
But they're saying that like the reason the Pharisees were saying that Jesus wasn't real is because they were like jealous of the money that he was taking away from the church. I mean, maybe that's it. Like, I could definitely see some Jews being greedy with money, but like, like, even the Romans were saying, like, there's a lot of people that were around then saying the same thing, that they were the son of God, and like, basically doing the same shit as him, and fucking, they were saying that he was just like a crazy dude, and like, even the story of his mom being a virgin, like, the Romans even said, like, there's a rumor going around that she was just fucking other dudes and got pregnant and then told Joseph, oh my God, I don't know how this happened. I guess it was the Holy Spirit. And then fucking Joseph the cuck was just like, oh my God.
It was, yeah, she didn't fuck Daquan.
What? I think Joseph is like Hebrew for like Zach Bottglieri or something.
Oh my God, dude.
You know what? We're going to go into that. We have a friend named Zach that is so fucking pathetic. So fucking pathetic. Well, when I say we, that's very loosely, because I don't fucking like the dude. But Jake has a friend that I can tolerate named Zach that fucking... I don't know how much we should out, but I have no issue outing everything. That nigga...
I mean, yeah, it does not matter.
He was with a girl... You know what? I'm going to let you take this one, because I'm going to make it to where it's just a dickheaded way of just explaining it.
I mean, basically, he met this chick, and he's never had, like, a serious relationship before. I'm pretty sure, like, he'd only had sex, like, 3 times with Tinder bitches before then, which is, like, the worst possible way that you could, like, start getting pussy, to be honest. And he met another Tinder bitch, ended up, like, starting a superficial-ass relationship with her. They obviously have nothing in common. It was just terrible, and she was, like, toxic as fuck for, like, the initial part of it. They end up like breaking up, and then immediately when they break up, she's like, I'm pregnant.
And she wasn't just like, I took a pregnancy test and like, I know I'm pregnant. She was like, I think I'm pregnant.
And then refused to take a pregnancy test for like close to a week, I'm pretty sure. And this man just laid in bed, literally not doing anything about it. Just...
I was going to say, it's not that she refused for like the first week. She wasn't getting one because she probably knew she wasn't fucking pregnant.
She was just bamboozling this man,
yeah.
Which is terrible.
Yeah.
'Cause, like, he is my friend, and that shit bothered me. Like, I was stressed for him for like a week, and he just sat around and didn't press the issue whatsoever. Like, I was like, have you talked to her? And he's like, no, not really. And it's like,
well,
dude,
maybe you should fucking find out. If you're going to be the
father of a fucking child soon, you should probably be communicating with the mother.
And, like, actually know for a fact that you're going to be the fucking father. And, like, I say that Zach's not my friend. He's definitely an acquaintance. And, like, I definitely felt for the guy. It's not like I fucking wanted bad on him because the whole time... Actually, that's a lie. Because I remember during the time, I was like, I kind of hope that it is... Like, that she is pregnant and that it's another dude's kid and he's with her for the first 2 years.
First thing that me, you, and fucking Jimbo thought.
There was two things that we had, like, in mind. One, this bitch is completely lying. Jimbo called that one. I'll give him that. And he was right. Fucking, what I thought was that's another nigga's child and she got pregnant and knew that she went and fucked some dude and got came in on their break and she's trying to get this retard to be the daddy. Because she knows that he will be around. And even if that thing would have came out darker than me, Zach still would have sat there and been the father of it. I bet you. And then,
dude, the thing that made me pissed out of all of it was at the very end when everything's okay, it's all bullshit, this man has the audacity to say, first of all, he was like, oh, I knew the whole time that she wasn't pregnant. Which was bullshit.
He was crying.
And it's like, understandably so, but like, why do you got a cap? And then second of all, he was like, honestly, I'm kind of bummed that I'm not having a kid. The thought of a child was nice.
This dude works at fucking Academy Sports.
No, he lays tile now for her fucking his girlfriend's dad now that they're like back together or whatever.
Oh, I can't wait until they break up and then she says some wild shit and then he doesn't have a job anymore.
Yeah, and then his dad breaks a sheet of tile over his skull.
Yeah, that nigga it's just like he's a destructive person to himself. And I think it's kind of like everyone's got to get their one person that they're like heartbroken over. And it doesn't even seem like he really was like heartbroken over her or anything. He just seems like he wanted to tie her down to the kid because she's like he feels like she's out of his league. And
yeah,
like,
I feel like it's a combination of that and just like he's never had a relationship before and he thinks this is like a good one for whatever reason and he just wants to cling to it. But it's like they don't even have anything in common. You could definitely find a cool gamer GF that actually shares interests with him.
Dude, like that was me with Maddie Clark before she went bald and psycho, and I fucking hope that someone sends this shit to her. I thought that just because, I love blondes, and I also love blue eyes, and she had both of those things, and giant tits for the time.
Basangas.
Bodacious Bahama Mamas. Yeah. And I was like, I thought that I was fucking in love with that bitch just because it was like, oh, like this girl is showing me attention and like fucking that's awesome and like I want to keep this going. And like whenever it stopped happening, that fucking sucked and I was super sad about it. And like I didn't even want to fucking go to school because I was like, I don't even want to see this bitch. Like I know that there's times where we gotta like actually cross paths in the hallway. I just don't want to see it. I don't want to see her with some other nigga. But then it was like after a while like of it not being a thing, I was just like, dude,
damn, that bitch fucking sucked.
Yeah, it was like she was an actual like not cool person. I mean,
her mom was like an actual KKK member.
Dude, her mom was like racist and fucking a drunkard. Or maybe she was
turned
just
her fucking daughter into a drunkard too, didn't she?
Yes, Maddie had fucking serious drinking issues just because
at like
she would
17.
Yeah, and it was because like she would see that her mom had fucking giant liquor cabinets and fucking would be drinking every day because she was sad that she didn't have a man in her life.
Her mom would drink with her too, wouldn't she?
Yes,
like on top of it.
Yes, and fucking I'm under the firm belief that women get their opinion on men by their father. Like that's because that's really the first man that they get a serious relationship with, and women aren't very capable of like fucking actual thought. So then once they have that like first interaction, once they have that first
pause, hold up.
I wanted to, you know what, better than that one actually.
Yeah,
fucking.
That one really got the crowd going.
Yeah, and he just let it die out. Fucking, But whenever a woman has that that relationship with their father, that first relationship, it really determines how she's gonna see dudes. Because like Maddie would just be in the mindset of like, I don't need a man, and like always just like girl power and shit. And it's like, that's so dumb.
Yeah, because your dad fucking left your dumb ass. Yeah. Awesome conclusion.
And it's not even that he left her.
Look how fucking great your mom is.
Yeah, I was gonna say, it's not even that it's fucking on her that the dad left.
No,
because I know that's not what you're saying.
Yeah, but it's not like at all.
Her fucking crazy ass mom, and I've got to assume that she didn't turn crazy after the dad left, and that she's probably like that for a while because she probably also had daddy issues.
Yeah, and even if she did turn like that after he left, wouldn't that be an indicator of maybe life with no man isn't so dope?
Yeah, and it's like they just like they'll see their mothers like struggling, and they'll be like, "Oh well, I hope that wasn't the camera about to die." Oh fuck!
I think it is.
Oh shit! Let me check something real quick. The camera is dead.
Do you think it saved the recording?
Oh, I seriously hope so. Alright, whatever.
We can just finish it with the other camera view.
Yeah.
I think it probably would have saved the fucking footage once it died. It might have lost like the last minute or something, but...
Alright, so... Sorry for the technical difficulties, guys. I'm a fucking jackass, and I was importing something off the camera and let it fucking sit there and die without charging it before the podcast. But now that's on the camera. Fucking... I think we were talking about women and their daddy issues or whatever. Mm-hmm. But, like, they'll see their mom struggling, like, by themselves, and they're always there with their mother during the struggle. And so they're like, oh, well, I saw my mom get through it as a strong woman. I can do it too. And it's like, yeah.
Why do you want to do that?
It's though? Like, yeah, you can. You can.
If you have to.
But
it shouldn't be your ideal.
That shouldn't be the standard of like what you want to do. It's like, you saw your mom struggling. So like, why don't you just get a dude and fucking maybe not struggle as much as like your mom had to? Because like if you ask them, well... The thing is also, if you ask the mothers, a lot of the times they get so fucking angry at the fathers that they just talk shit on all men and give that idea to women. And it's like most dudes don't have that idea of like, oh, I don't need a woman in my life. I mean, well, actually, it's a little bit different because we don't. Like, if I'm going to like, the thing is like, if I'm gonna be by myself the entire time, I know like how hard I'm gonna have to work, and like I know I'm not gonna be able to have kids. I know I'm not gonna be able to start a family. But like for women, it's way different. Like, if I'm by myself and someone breaks in my house, I'm going to have to deal with that, and it's going to be...
You're equally equipped as if you had a bitch next to you in bed.
Exactly, because I'm never going to send the bitch out there to fucking deal with that shit.
It's like, all right, babe, stack up.
Yeah.
Like, what? No.
50-50 relationship. You go out there, let's roll the dice. If it's odd, you're going out there.
I'm not even going out there with her helping me, even if she has a gun, too, because she's going to shoot my ass in the back of the head.
Exactly. It's like, no, I'm, like, with the actual serious shit, and, like, being the fucking, like, worker, like, I'm always going to be the one that has to work. Like, I'm never expecting that there's going to be a woman that comes along and fucking...
shares the burden.
Exactly. Yeah. Like, if I'm with the girl and she's a millionaire, the reason that women, like, Oprah isn't the most attractive woman to everyone is because, like, no one's thinking, oh, if I get with Oprah, I am a billionaire. They're like, no. I'm with a billionaire. But women don't see it the same way because women are looking for that provider, and it's understandably so. It's not that we're mad at that. Like, it's just acknowledging what it is.
Like, if I'm making hella bank, why does my fucking girlfriend or wife need to have a job that's just retarded?
Yeah. Like, if you're a millionaire, it's like, no, stay at home and take care of the kids in the house. That's probably what you would rather do anyways, and the only reason you'd be fucking working is if you just want to prove a point.
Yeah.
Like... fucking
definitely seen that before.
Yeah, and it's fucking, it just doesn't work as well. Like, we have our different roles, and like the guy's supposed to go out and fucking get the money for the women, and like that's not going to be the case for every relationship because most dudes are pussies and don't fucking do what they need to do.
Yeah,
and they're fine with just accepting that and being like, oh well, we'll just have a 2-income stream. No, go get fucking money and take care of your fucking
stop
family.
Being a fucking bitch.
Yeah, facts. And it's like, I mean, you can get mad at it all you want, or be like, well, I'll just get somebody that doesn't want someone that's making that money. But it's like, no, fuck that.
Okay, they're gonna be a fucking loser.
Yeah, and I guess if that's your mindset, you're probably also a fucking loser.
Yeah.
But people are just kind of addicted to like the shit they hate. Like whenever it comes to really anything, like with
literally what I was messaging you about last night.
Yeah, fucking. What's it called? Like with Trump, like everyone has claimed to hate Trump, but it was so weird how you would always see Trump shit all over the news and all over everything.
Yeah,
and it's like
it was like sensationalized.
It's like if you hate the guy, why would you be giving him a platform and like fucking putting him out there all the time? And I guess it's because they don't actually hate him; they just hate the shit that he's saying, and they like not even that. They just like to see the shit that they hate. Like on Instagram, fucking, I hate seeing those fucking thirst traps, man. Like it fucking makes me want to go jack off, and I hate that shit because I'm a little fucking porn addict and a monster, and fucking, I hate it. So I'll try and like get that shit off my explore page because like I just can't fucking stand seeing it, and like I'll see something like a bitch that has her ass out, and I just can't fucking help myself from clicking on it like a little fucking addict.
Yeah, monkey brain. Ooh, butt.
Exactly. And I'll click on it, and then sometimes I'll like it, and most of the time I'll be like, no, I can't like it because then that's going to come up on my shit. And then even if I don't like it, it's like, damn it, now fucking all this shit is up here. Mm-hmm. And like, it's the algorithm. It's not like fucking the algorithm's going to show me a bunch of shit about NASCAR because I'm not clicking on the NASCAR shit.
Yeah, because you don't eat Vagisil for breakfast.
I don't even know what Vagisil is, but that's fucking hilarious.
It's pussy cream.
Oh my god. But fucking the shit that I claim to hate seeing, like, is the shit that I end up seeing the most. And like on Twitter and shit, people follow people that they hate. Like, I was following Trump when I hated him. It's like I see the shit that he was saying, and it's like, why am I doing this? If I claim to hate it so much, I'm putting myself through something I hate a lot more than like it sure seems like, because if I hated it, you'd think like, oh well, I'll just fucking ignore it. But
take
like
that out of my life.
But people don't want to do that shit.
Yeah.
And people do that with comedians, man. Like, it's like if you don't like something that a comedian's saying, they'll like, not that they'll go and like seek it out, but they'll try and get rid of it because they're like, well, I don't want to see it anymore, so I'm going to try and get this off the air. Like,
well, it's really easy to just not tune in.
Yeah. Like
or
just
not buy a ticket to their show.
Exactly. Just ignore it. Like fucking
people who actually buy tickets to comedian shows and then get mad, that is fucking insane to me.
Dude, Merle Hoffman, the shit they were talking about on Opie and Anthony. Dude, yeah. Fucking Patrice
fucking and Merle.
She takes the tweezers and plucks the hair out of her teeth. But fucking Patrice and Louie were doing a benefit for like something for the homeless. And it wasn't even just homeless people. It was about homeless battered women. And like Merle fucking went and saw their show and didn't like their jokes that they were making. So you know what she did? She didn't leave the show and just get upset. She pulled her money from the shit for the abandoned like homeless women. And it's like,
good on ya.
So you're mad that they were making jokes about women, so you stopped funding a thing that they're using.
The fucking most victim women on earth.
It doesn't make any sense. And that's just some stupid woman shit that they fucking always do. Is just like, oh, well, if they're doing this, then I'll just get mad and do this. And it's like a complete reactionary thing because she actually thought about it.
That's like on the level of like the environmentalist thinking he's going to change fucking climate change by throwing a cake at a painting.
It'd be more along the lines of feels like, I'm going to change the environment, so I'm going to go burn like 1 million fucking metric tons of fossil fuels.
Even worse.
Yeah.
Actually counterproductive. Oh, these guys are sexist, so I'm not going to support these women anymore.
Yeah, it's like, wow, well, it seems like even though they're jokes is what you didn't like, fucking you took the next step and stopped supporting the actual women that were fucking suffering.
Really hit Patrice where it hurts.
Yeah, and like even they were just like, what are you doing? Like, why don't you just like not like us? And like fucking they're the sexist people because fucking Patrice made a joke about an angry pirate where you come in a woman's eye, kick her in the shin and make her go arg.
Yeah.
And fucking Louis C.K. had made a joke about like his stupid daughter. Like, I guess that's what he had just said is like, oh, it's my stupid daughter. And they're like, oh, he hates women because he's making a joke about his stupid daughter. And the joke was like her like shitting on the ground and like moving in air or something like that. I don't fucking know. And like, that shit is just insane. Like,
why not give more money to the fucking battered women if you think these guys are fucking
so
doing
bad.
them wrong?
Yeah, well, they're for the battered women, so I'm just going to be the enemy of them. And it's like, wow, good job being the enemy of them. And they didn't think about it, like, because women don't think. She didn't think, where can I actually go to hit them where it hurts? She just automatically, I'm going to pull my money from this thing that you guys are trying to help. And it's like, you're doing worse than everything that they're doing, because what they're doing is a joke. And what you did was a very real thing.
It actually had a real impact on their fucking life.
Yeah, and it's like, nice. I hope you're fucking happy. Like, I hope that you can go and look all those women in the eye and tell them, hey, I mean, I really like you guys, and I'd support women and everything, but Patrice had this joke about an angry pirate sex thing where he came in eyes and kicked women in the shin, and I just don't support that, so I can't give you money anymore. And it's like...
They hit her with that fluoride stare.
Just the same stare whenever someone says serial killer and spells it cereal.
Like the breakfast item.
Yeah. And it's... By the is this camera on me? Is this camera on me? Fucking, if you don't know, serial killer is not about fucking cereal. It's SERIAL. I'm sure most of you watching this don't need to be told that. You're doing something multiple times in a serial fashion. Like, I don't know how you would fucking describe that better, but I guess that's not common knowledge.
Root word series, not root word Weetabix.
Oh my god.
That's for the British lads out there.
Fucking, it's Pride Month, and you know what that calls for. We gotta ban all the straight people off of Twitter.
Yep.
That's the only way to do it. Because all these...
Fair's fair.
These straight people, which... Only 88% of the world, by the way, because there's 12% of gay people and trans. Don't dispute that. You better not. Fucking...
Catching those homo fisticuffs.
Yeah. One thing I fucking hate.
The visceral reaction thinking about gays.
No, I hate the thing that gay people do where they're like, normalize gayness or normalize this. It's like...
No.
Exactly. No. Just... If you need to normalize something, it's because it's not fucking normal.
Normalize sex with children. That's the next step.
Yeah. It's like, hey, let's normalize wearing shoes outside. Everyone's gonna look at you weird. Nigga, that's already normal.
Yeah.
Because normal isn't like, hey, normal isn't something you make normal. Normal is just the average thing that most people are doing.
Because it makes sense.
Yeah. Hey, normalize wearing socks inside of fucking shoes. I have a lot of shoe material today. But fucking... You don't have to normalize that because it's already fucking normal. If you're trying to make something normal, it's just you trying to control everybody else and make them feel like something you're doing that you aren't even comfortable with. You want to make everyone else comfortable with it so you can feel more comfortable about it yourself.
Exactly, because it comes from that, like, insecurity of if you were actually secure in what you were doing and just like, this is how I am, it's fine, and you wouldn't fucking care if it's normal because you don't give a fuck what other people think. You're gay, you like sucking cock, cool, but it's like, this isn't what everyone else does, so I don't need everyone else to act like it's just this normal fucking thing and kind of like
change how they see shit. Like, I'm not gonna tell anybody to normalize eating ass. I acknowledge I'm a fucking weirdo for being willing to stick my tongue in the place that shit comes out. But
as long as people aren't fucking throwing you off buildings for eating ass, then it's fine, right?
Exactly. And it's like, I swear, people that complain, they, like, you get the most complaints from the most privileged people. Like, fucking gay people in America complaining. Like, yeah, some people are gonna think you're fucking weird. It's still not acceptable for anyone to bring violence on you because you're gay. That's not cool. No. Like, no one fucking thinks that. And the people that do are fucking ostracized. If you were in the Middle East, you would be getting thrown off fucking buildings. And then the gay people are defending the Middle Eastern people because, oh, well, they're colored, so they're different than the norm. So I'm different than the norm, so we all got to stick together. Yeah, and it's like, we should just let them in. And then people will be like, oh, well, that's okay, but they just have to, I forget the word, but you have to come and you have to turn yourself into, like, you have to change your standards into American standards. And they're like, oh, you can't
like
make
naturalize yourself.
Yeah. And they're like, you can't make them do that. And it's like, okay, fine. We'll do what Sweden did, and we'll let the Muslims come in, and we'll let them do exactly what they want.
Watch rapes go up 800% in the matter of a fucking week.
And, oh my god, another fucking thing is women where they're trying to throw out, oh, we live in a rape culture. You want to see a rape culture?
Go anywhere else.
Literally send you to anywhere else. But we're going to send you specifically to Kabul. And you're going to have your long flowing hair. And you're going to walk out in the street. And you're going to be so confident and happy. They're like, oh, it's hot out. It's always summer here. And you're going to get fucking raped.
Gang raped and then stoned to death after.
I was going to say, they're going to gang rape you because your hair is out and they practice Sharia law. And, well, we can't naturalize them. You don't have a man with you. So you also get to be raped. And then, if you were engaged to somebody or you were with a man, now you've committed infidelity because you got raped. So we're going to throw rocks at you until you're dead.
Yep.
And it's like, yeah, but we live in a rape culture in America because apparently fucking there's a stat that, like, every woman has been sexually assaulted in a college. And it's like, horse shit. I don't buy that at all. Fucking...
These bitches aren't hot enough to get sexually assaulted.
Yeah. It's like you might have put yourself in a bad situation where you were drunk and you did something you regretted, but you did not get sexually assaulted. Like fucking... I'm not saying that no woman has been sexually assaulted, obviously.
Yeah.
But fucking... I don't think that it's the majority.
Shot every single person has.
Exactly. Because it's like... I know that that's not true. I know it can't be true. Because fucking I know that there's not every guy going out and sexually assaulting bitches. Because I know most dudes... Well, I won't say most. I
definitely know people who have legitimately sexually assaulted women, and I fucking let them know that.
Exactly. Because it's like, fuck you, dude. Like, you're disgusting. And it's like, whatever. Like, I mean... there's different levels of it, obviously. Because, like, there's... sexual assault where you're literally holding someone down and fucking forcing them to be like have sex with you, and that's like I would say the worst thing you could do other than maybe killing them afterwards. And fucking then there's like a level of like, oh, you're at a club and like you're brushing up against the girl and like just touching on her, which I still think is weird, but I mean I guess not get arrested for that. Yeah. Just fucking maybe punched in the face.
Dudes still definitely act fucking creepy to a point where they shouldn't be punished by law, but...
Yeah, and that's the thing is, like, you gotta be very specific whenever you're talking about it, because people are like, oh, well, let's arrest all sexual assault. Or no, people are like, let's kill rapists. Or like, let's kill people that are doing sexual assault. And it's like, let's just define exactly who you're talking about killing. Like, if you're saying specifically rapists, that's fine. But then it's like, how many innocent people are you willing to let that go with?
Especially with such a subjective thing where it's always the woman's right. Because obviously it's not going to be like... Like, rightfully so, you don't want to have some chick who might have actually gotten raped and be like, oh, sweetie, come on now. But, like...
What were you fucking wearing?
Just be like, where is he? We'll get him right now. No questions asked.
I don't believe that in the justice system we claim to have of innocent until proven guilty, I don't believe that can exist in the same universe as believe all women. Because it's like, okay, believe all women? Let's believe Casey Anthony. She said she didn't kill her daughter, but her search history was... how to strangle a baby, how to get rid of a baby, how quick can chloroform kill a baby, all those things. Let's believe all women. Amber Heard said that she got the shit kicked out of her by Johnny Depp. Let's believe all women. Because that always fucking works in a good actual legal system, and I guess they just want to make a joke out of our fucking shit. And women will always be like, we all knew Amber Heard was crazy. Really? Because fucking Johnny Depp had to lose all of his fucking roles and everything except for like his GQ, like, Dior fucking shit, but like it was like it seemed like everyone
wouldn't be a problem if enough people didn't fucking believe her.
Exactly, and it's not even we're against fucking all women. I'm not gonna put that on Jake, but fucking we're against liars, because it's like, dude, that's seriously fucking affected somebody's life for like the worst, and like we're just kind of believing it just because, oh well, she's a woman, so we got to.
And then she still had the audacity to go out on Instagram and post that shit with comments fucking, like, restricted, being like, I'm so deeply saddened for the women of America by the outcome of this suit. And it's like, oh, you're sad that bitches can't just defame their fucking significant others and be psychopaths?
She was like...
send them to jail for abuse when they're the abuser?
She was like, oh, they're blocking my free speech. No, we're not.
Definitely let her dumbass talk up there.
Exactly. Fucking, and the thing is you have the free speech to go up and fucking say whatever you want. But if you lie about somebody and negatively impact their life, just be ready for whatever comes back at you. Mm-hmm. And she's just sitting there playing the victim of like, oh, well, fucking, this is just bad for all women. And it's like, no, bitch, it's bad for liars.
Terrible pieces of shit.
Exactly. And fucking, I mean, that might just be all women. Fucking... Yeah, that's pretty much it for this week's episode of the Nate Hate Show. But tune in next week and we'll have some more bullshit for you guys. Thank you for watching.
One last thing, though. We had a bunch of homies already mention wanting to send some stuff to put up on the wall. And definitely anyone who wants to do that will put literally anything up as long as it's not child porn, because this isn't the Kevin Spacey podcast.
Yeah, if you send anything in, we'll fucking shout it out. We'll shout you out. If you're making something, like, it's fucking even more lit. Like Haley, she's making a crochet like hat. We're gonna wear that motherfucker for a couple episodes probably, and then we'll put it up on the wall. But like, if you have anything you want to get put on the wall, we're not just gonna put it up like fucking hidden like next to the acid rap poster, because you can't really see that. We'll make sure you actually get your thing on here. But thank you guys for watching. Tune in to watching me get cream pied on camera. Have a good day.